When he first paroled, the first thing he taught me was to sharpen a knife and how to drive.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he taught me how to sharpen a knife and how to drive. The driving part for his designated driver.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and that's the only reason I know how to drive. So make sure him and his homeboys got us to
Home
where they
safe.
get safe. Yeah, I ended up getting. Well, I got shot in a drive-by shooting. I got shot. I ended up getting hit in a ricochet. So the bullet went in, came out, went back in, and came out.
How did you feel when you said you're doing 17 years?
I'm never coming home. That was my mindset. Like, I'm going there the way I am. I told myself, if I ever go to prison, I'm never gonna come home.
How did you feel when you first went to the shoe in Pelican Bay?
I made it.
Right.
I made it. Honestly, like, I made it to the big house. I'm here. Now I got it under my resume. I missed out in prison. There's rules and regulations, there's things you're not supposed to do, and if you do it, you know the consequences that might happen.
We're not wearing that old. We're wearing the new Paisley Bandit sweatpants.
Well, financially, I'm struggling.
Okay, well, let me help you out. We settled your case for $993,000.
You what? No! Come on! No, you... Oh,
Hey everyone, welcome back to Indicted TV. I'm your host, Negra. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. Before we start, you already know I got to give a shout out to my sponsors, Royalty Honey. Keep it hard, guys. Also for the best jewelry for his glory. And if you're throwing a quinceañera or need a night out and you don't want to drive, make sure you hit up Elite Exclusive Transportation. And you already know we don't wear anything else but shock-aware. Injured? Make sure you hit up at Injury Needs. Phone number is in the description. And on today's episode, we have Lazy. Well, welcome to Indicted TV.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Nervous?
A little nervous, don't worry. Whatever happens, don't panic.
Rule number one, don't panic.
Don't panic. That's rule number one. Everybody starts a little nervous, you know?
Yeah.
But by the time we're in the middle, this will be your show.
Okay, there you go.
So tell me, Lazy, tell me where you're from. I don't mean the gang. Where you grew up, your mom, dad. You know, how was it for you as a little boy?
Well, I'm born and raised in the city of Montebello.
Okay.
My family grew up in Rosemead.
Okay.
In South San Gabriel. Mm-hmm. My dad's from South San Gabriel. My mom and dad, both their families are from South San Gabriel, in the hills of South San Gabriel.
Okay.
And my mom migrated into Rosemead, meaning to Montebello. And so I was back and forth, Montebello, Rosemead, Montebello, Rosemead. Mm-hmm. My mom lived in Montebello. My dad was incarcerated. So I could have either been either direction, of Rosemead or South San Gabriel or Montebello. Moms is moms. You know, you're
going to be with moms.
You're going to be with moms.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up in Montebello. So my whole family, my mom's family, my dad's family, generation after generation after generation are from South San Gabriel, the hills of South San Gabriel.
Okay.
And I'm from Montebello. They're from over there. And
do you have brothers and sisters?
I have two sisters. I have an older sister. I have a little sister.
Okay, you're the middle.
I'm the middle.
Okay.
But my little sister's 15 years younger than me.
Ah.
So it was just me and my older sister.
For a long time.
For a long time. But by the time my little sister was born, I was already in the system.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get there.
Okay,
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Tell me, how was it for you, like at school? How was school for you?
Difficult.
Even as a little, as like kindergarten, first grade, things like that.
First grade, kindergarten, now is all right. I could say I was a mama's boy.
Okay.
It was just me and my mom. My dad was in the system, just me and my mom. So I was like a little mama's boy.
Okay.
And I was good. Like for the most part, I could say, my mom might say different. You know, my mom might say different, but I say I was good. I started messing up when I was older, more towards intermediate, 5th, 6th grade, 7th grade. I started messing up.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, like, at what age did you get in trouble for the first time?
Like 4th or 5th grade.
4th and 5th grade.
Yeah.
And what did you get in trouble for?
What was that? I think the tagging on the restroom stalls.
Well, you were tagging in the restroom stalls.
Yeah.
And you got in trouble at school.
At school.
Did they call the cops or not? Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
because they were already fed up with us. There was a couple of us. There was a group of us that were like either the little mess ups.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they were fed up with it, and so they found an excuse just to like, all right, we're fed up, and just to scare us.
It's called the cops.
Just call the cops to scare them, put them to scare straight.
Did they put handcuffs on you?
At the time, actually, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
what were you thinking? What was going through your head?
Oh, honestly, I said my mindset was like, it's the beginning. It's the beginning.
Oh, getting into trouble and getting arrested.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, it was the beginning.
So you already kind of wanted to be like a like.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. My mindset when I was a kid, people say, I'm looking forward to this. When I told myself when I get older, I'm gonna end up in prison.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can relate
Yeah.
completely.
No, yeah.
Completely, I can
Yeah.
relate because I was the same
Yeah.
way, right? So, yeah, as a little kid, obviously because of your dad, probably,
Yes.
right? And
Well, my mom's family-
and the lifestyle, everybody around you was gang members.
Yes.
So it's like, what else? What else? Like that's all we're looking at.
Yeah.
All what's around us. What else are we supposed to be thinking? Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you get in trouble. You're like, okay, this is the beginning of the career.
Yeah.
That's not what you're saying. It. That's not how you
Yeah.
probably said it, but you thought about it, right?
In other terms,
Yeah. I know exactly. In
Yeah.
other terms. So did they take you to juvenile hall?
at that time, no.
Okay. You just got it. They just put your handcuffs just to scare you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what happened?
At that time, nothing. They just let us go. They let me go, and then they let me go at that time. But it opened up the doors. It wasn't my first time. It wasn't my last time being in handcuffs.
Yeah.
You know, after that was I thought I was a badass. To be honest with you, at that age, I was thinking about it. I thought I was a little badass.
Yeah. You
at
thought
that-
you were too cool because you got your handcuffs on.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think about it at that age. Yeah, I honestly thought I was a shit at that age. You know, because it was a big thing in the schools.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Everybody's
especially-
watching like, oh man, look, them fools is getting arrested
Yeah.
for being taggers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you thought you were the coolest guy.
Especially at that age.
Oh, 14 years old? Oh, yeah, you're a kid again.
Younger than 14, 15.
Oh, no, fifth is like 10 years
yeah,
old.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
'Cause-
9, 10.
Yeah, because when I was 14, I was ready for my neighborhood.
Oh,
So that was
yeah.
a different time. That was a whole different bucket.
completely different.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So fifth grade, I was like,
Yeah, like 9, 10.
Yeah, 9, 10,
9,
yeah.
10. Okay, so they let you go. You go back to school. What happened to Lazy?
I get kicked out of school. They
And-
kicked me out of school
You kicked you out of school.
Yeah.
And where did you go?
to another school and back to Rosemead.
Oh, because it's kind of next to each other,
Yes,
huh?
yeah.
Okay.
So I was getting kicked out of Rosemead, going back to Montebello. Getting kicked out of Montebello, going back to Rosemead.
Okay.
So luckily, my dad was barely getting out of prison. So when he was getting out, I was getting kicked out of school over here. So they sent me to school over there. I barely got kicked out of
Okay.
school over there.
Uh-huh.
So I was going back and forth. Kicked out of school over there, come back over here. So I was bouncing back and forth. And then after that, I was like, man, it's cool.
So you didn't go to school anymore?
You know, like I as a freshman, I said school, and as a freshman, I got busted. And I
And
didn't-
what did you get busted for?
at that time,
Because this is your first time actually going to juvenile hall.
yes.
Okay, tell
I
us
would-
about it.
My first time going to jail, what did I get busted for? I think I honestly want to say tagging. I
Dang,
wanna
you little tagger?
Yeah, at that time, yeah. At that time, I want to say it was tagging. I got busted at 14, but when I'm in the halls, up, and I didn't get out. I got busted 14. I didn't get out until I was 17.
Okay, so tell me. Okay, so you got busted for tagging.
Yes.
Right? And so you went into juvenile hall
Yeah.
for the first time.
Yeah.
Where did you go? Which
GH, Central Juvenile East Lake.
Okay.
Yeah,
East Lake.
just-
And how did you feel when you were like walking in? Like,
Oh, scared.
Well, yeah. Tell me all
Yeah.
about that.
Oh.
How did it look? What was going through your head?
People talk shit because I have a little cousin. He's a little kid. He went to juvenile hall. They try to say because he cried. My first time getting busted, I cried.
Yeah.
I cried straight up. My first time ever getting busted, I cried. Everybody does.
Yeah.
We're kids.
Yeah.
Especially as a teenager, we get busted, we go to jail, we cry. It was our first time. Over time, we learn.
stop.
We're adapted to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I could say honestly, the first time I went to jail, I cried. I was 14. I went in there, walked into a unit. When you walk into a unit, the first thing you know where you from is different minors, gangbangers. You know, bless you. Different gang members. They're gang banging on each other. That's
Yeah.
where we're from. I'm banging my hood. You run into an enemy, either you're gonna bitch out, you know, or you're gonna fight them. So,
You definitely fought them.
well, that's how I ended up get out when I was 17.
How many fights did you end up getting to?
I got busted when I was 14, and you get refiled on after a certain amount of fights. So technically, I was supposed to do a 6-month program.
Okay.
So I 6 months turned to 9 months, 9 months to another 9 months to another 6 months, and so I was being bounced around from different
Oh my God.
from different camp programs. So they had Challenger open at that time because
Damn, so on your first time going to juvenile hall, you ended up going to the camp.
yeah, I got stuck because I was fucking up in juvenile hall, and then my judge was fed up with my shit.
Obviously.
Yeah, because he kept seeing me coming in and out. So he knew even to the day after I got out from juvenile hall, I was 19 years old. I seen him in the police station. I got busted. They had stuff on I went to go pick up my property. So I'm right there waiting for my property. He sees me. He looks at me. Goes, "What's your last name?" I tell him my last name. And so he goes. So he's talking to me. How are you doing? And the person was like, "Nah, that fool don't remember you, fool." Then at the end of it, he goes, "All right, Jess. My name is Jess." He goes, "You have a good day. Stay out of trouble." And he tells me like that. And the person was like, "Fool, you're tripping. That fool does not remember you, dog." You know?
He remember you for sure.
He remembered me good. Yeah.
So tell me, okay, so you're getting refiled. You go to camp. Tell me about tell me about your camp experience.
At first, it was rough
Why would you say it was rough?
because I was a kid. I didn't know what to expect. You know, it was different. People, honestly, nowadays we call it a pissing contest, testing nuts. At the time, little kids were being little kids, immaturity stuff. That's where you learn to gangbang. You know, that's where you learn how to fight.
Okay, and there.
Yeah, in there. Like straight up, I say it all the time, I don't know how to fight. To this day, I say I don't know how to fight, you know? But I could defend myself, but I learned that throughout the system. Juvenile hall, you
I
end
see.
up
I understand what you're saying.
yeah, in juvenile hall, it's a good experience. I think it's a good experience.
If you're going for that lifestyle.
If you're going for that lifestyle, and at the same time, if you're living the life, if you know that's the direction you're heading, don't half-ass it. You're gonna go that direction. You're gonna live the life, live it to the fullest. Don't half-ass it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't sit there and say, "Oh, that's my enemy," but I don't want to fight him.
Yeah.
You know, he's saying you and where you're from and what you stand for. You're gonna defend
Well, all of that.
all that, who you are, what you stand for, and he's saying this, but you're part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna defend it, and so over time, that becomes your identity.
Of course.
That becomes when you hear certain words, you hear a diss from my neighborhood. Automatically ring bell. Like it's in my ears. It's like, even though it's not directly towards you,
but it's you.
it's you. It's your identity. It's who you are. And so that's something I learned basically growing up in juvenile hall.
Uh-huh.
Growing up in juvenile hall, that's what I learned. Fuck
How many
that.
camps did you go to?
All Challenger. I think there's 5 or 6 camps. I did 5 camp programs.
How long are the programs?
They have different ones. So they have 6, 9, but I kept getting refiled on.
For fighting and fighting and
For
fighting.
fighting. So I ended up in Resnick. From Resnick, go to Scobie. From Scobie, go to Smith. Oh, no. From Scobie, go to Jarvis. From Jarvis, go to Smith. From Smith, go to Anazuka. And at that time, they were trying to close down the YAs. Mm-hmm. And so they were trying to prevent a lot of people going to the YAs.
Yes.
And so when they were trying to do that, my judge threatened me that I'm going to send you to YA. But because I got out, and then I got busted again.
As an adult already?
No, I was about to be an adult. I was 17.
Oh.
And so he said, "You're going to YA." He guaranteed me going to YA. So I postponed it. On my 18th birthday, I went to court. I looked at my public defender. He didn't know me. He's the first time encountering me. I told him, "Hey, let my judge know. Send me to county." Send me to county. He said, he's not going to do it. I'm like, he knows me. Let him know. Send me to county. The first time, if not, as soon as I walk out the courtroom, I'm going to catch a new case on the first person I see. Me trying to say I'm minor.
Oh my God.
So I told this to my public defender to tell my judge.
That fool was probably thinking like, what the heck is going on with this boy?
He went in there, but my judge knew me. He went in there and told the judge. He told the judge my words. He said, "All right, let's tell him don't do it or send him to county." I went to county. I did 4 months. I said they were trying to give me 3 years in YA. I just got to doing a YA program in camp programs. And so I just got to doing that, and then
Because it was technically the YA stuff, but since they weren't trying to send the kids to the YA because they were closing them down.
Yes.
What would you say was the craziest thing you experienced in like your camp time, like, as a juvenile, I should say?
The racial riots.
Tell me about that.
The racial riots. A bunch of kids just not knowing what we were doing. You know, we were a bunch of kids just like It was a bunch of kids just being kids when it came to. Oh, he's black. We don't even know what we're fighting for. We just sit right there and you just hear someone scream out, "Sur," and for some reason, fuck it.
For no reason.
We won't even know why. We just hear it and just follow suit.
Who was there for you?
My dad. My mom and my dad. At that time, mostly my dad. But my dad just barely paroled.
I was gonna say that you think because he understood what you were going through
Yes.
and being away.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. He wasn't there. He did 10 years. He was doing 10 years of my childhood year. He was incarcerated when I was born. As soon as he got out, he I don't know how long he was out. He was out for a couple months. He ended up doing 10 years. So he was gone pretty much my whole childhood years. It was just me and my mom.
Yes.
And so my stepdad came into involved and everything. So by the time he got out, he was an active gang member. He was still hardcore in drugs. They even have a book on his life story called From Trouble to Triumph.
Really?
Yeah, it's telling his story from when he got out of prison to his what he's doing today. He's old now, but he's an old. My dad's an old man now.
What do you say? How old is he?
67, 68. But everybody from his neighborhood knew who he was, how he was, and the way he is now. Like, he's not a drug addict. He's not doing
Yeah.
this. He's he helped people who are in NA to continue that path. And so people tell me to this day, the dad. I mean, your dad, the guy I know then, and the guy we know now is two different people.
Of course, because people are not the same on drugs.
No. But he was into alcohol and heroin, so he'll mix them. So technically, when he first paroled, the first thing he taught me was to sharpen a knife and how to drive.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he taught me how to sharpen a knife and how to drive. The driving part for his designated driver.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and, that's the only reason I know how to drive. So make sure him and his homeboys got us to
Home
where they
safe.
get safe.
Oh my
To this
God.
day, I drive safe. I can't do no illegal turns. I can't do nothing like that. My instinct is to drive
Safe.
safe.
Well, good.
Yeah, so be no attention.
Yeah.
No attention whatsoever.
And to sharpen a knife.
Sure, that was the first thing. That's the first.
And how
thing.
did he tell you? Like, tell me.
Well, he had the whole little knife kit and everything at the time, but then now me being mature and in
And
prison,
experiencing that.
yeah, experiencing. He just got a rock. If me just get a rock and sharpen it, but the way he showed how to sharpen everything,
So it kind of came in handy.
it was a life skill. It was a life skill.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a life skill.
And it's crazy because this is like the kind of things like we see as kids. This is what we're getting taught.
This is what
So it's like, what else are we supposed to do? That's crazy, huh?
we're being taught. But at the time, he's teaching me life skills.
That you're gonna need
Yes.
with the path that you're going.
Yes.
And it might sound like, because sometimes the people are kind of a trip, respectfully, guys.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes I gotta make sure it's like this is not glorification. This is actually his life.
Yeah.
This is what he's experienced. This is what his father taught him
Yeah.
without knowing that he was gonna go to prison.
No.
So that's crazy. It's your life.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're juvenile hall, you're fighting, you got referral, you went from the 14th to 17.
Yeah.
And when you got out at 17,
Yeah.
what did you do?
Oh, I was at that time. My mindset was still juvenile. I got out gangbanging. I got out when I was 17. I got out gangbanging. Within the certain time period, I was out for 3 months. They're raiding my pad, accusing me for a bunch of different stuff. So they said,
Did you feel you were cooler?
Oh, I felt like honestly, I thought I was Superman. I literally would walk around. I always say I walk around like I got an S on my chest because I got Spruce Street across my chest. That's when I walk around like I got an S across my chest. That
'Cause
was
you
my
really do.
yeah. Well, that was my mindset at that time. So I got busted. They tried doing the wires. And they sent me to the county.
That's when you told
The judge.
the judge.
But so I get released from the county after doing 4 months. 2 weeks later, after I get released, I get shot.
Tell me about that. But
Yeah, I ended up getting. Well, I got shot in a drive-by shooting. I got shot. I ended up getting hit in a ricochet. So the bullet went in, came out, went back in, and came out. And so,
What?
Yeah. So I got hit, and so I already have a warrant for my arrest. Me and one of my friends we get busted, but they whatever happened, we got the case dismissed. I was in the hospital for a week. I got busted. I'm finding the case.
wait, so you get shot through your
Armpit.
Armpit.
It literally went into my armpit, literally in the armpit, and it came out like by the collarbone.
Okay.
And so when it was exiting, but the reason because it was like a little wall, and where I lived there was like a little school, but like a wall, and so it was a little wall. So when it was ricocheting, because I just start hearing gunshots. I hear it from the back, so you just hear like what the fuck? You start ducking, and you just start seeing shit bouncing. Like oh shit! So when I went like that, when they said the way when I moved,
It went in.
yeah, but my movement with my muscle directed the bullet. So if it was a small caliber, because it was a bigger caliber. So if it was a small caliber, it would have ricocheted, would have hit me in my heart.
Oh, thank God it
Yeah,
wasn't.
but so it went in and it went straight through. So when it was exiting, it just happened to go straight through from back
Because
in.
of the way you were probably moving.
The way I was moving, and so it went back in and then it came out. It came out my temple. That's why I got a messed up eye.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see even in the eye, I got scars inside that and all around
yeah.
it. You know.
Well, thank God that you're still like, you're good.
Well, but even then, they would call me the miracle boy. When I woke up, because I was 18, I was a little kid, so when I woke up, I wasn't unconscious. They kept putting me unconscious because they were trying to figure out what the damage was.
Okay.
So I remember the first time when I went to the hospital, I remember I was like, my first mind said, I thought I was getting shot in the back. I thought I was getting shot in the back of the head because it's coming from the back. So I would make sure I could breathe. I'm like, all right, I'm not dead.
And this
could
is
breathe.
you telling yourself.
Yeah,
all
I
of this.
stopped. Yeah, this is me telling myself. This means like, as the shots are still ringing, I'm breathing. I'm getting hit in the back. I'm thinking, all right, the back of the neck, the back of the head. I know I got hit in the face. I knew I got hit in the neck. I knew I got hit in the chest. So one thing they said, if you get hit in the chest, make sure you're able to breathe.
You're breathing.
Don't panic. So I'm still hearing the gunshots. After I realized I got hit, I stopped and I'm breathing. I'm all right.
I'm okay.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Wow.
I got this. I got this. So they take me to the hospital. And so when I'm in the hospital, I'm in the hospital, whatever happens, happens. So I sit there and I relax. They put me out. So when the first time I wake up, they have me chained down.
With the cops.
Well, but originally they had 2 balls on both hands.
Balls?
Yeah, they had my hands within cuffs. So they had the ball around my hand with the cuffs. So in case I wake up, I can't grab nothing. And so that's when the first thing I did, instinct, I have a bunch of IVs in me, and they're saying, "Hey, relax.
It's okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to do tests. Do you know what happened?" I know what happened. My first instinct is rip these off. I'm chained down. My mind, I just got shot. I have all this little
Stuff going on. Yeah.
And I wake up, I'm chained down. And so they tell me, hey, one of my friends got arrested. Yeah, so they're pretty sure they have a warrant for my arrest. So I'm all right. So they come over time. They come when I'm in the shower. They arrest me. They tell me and my friend we're being accused of assault with a firearm.
While you were in the shower.
Well, I was in the shower.
Naked.
Yeah. Honestly, at first I was cool because that day they tried to give me a cane because I got shot. They tried to say you're gonna use a cane. I'm like, I don't know cane. I mean, in my mind, I'm lazy 2-on-3 game. Fuck a cane. That's what I'm saying. I don't need but that's what I'm saying. I don't need a cane.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So that day, I when I'm saying that, I bump into the wall, and so they're clowning on me. You need a cane because I'm blind from half my eyes.
Yes.
So that you got to get used to it. I'm talking a bunch of shit about the cane. You guys, I'm talking shit. Me to my pride. I don't know cane.
Yeah.
Cane. I go in the shower, and when I'm in there, I'm hearing walkie-talkies, and I'm hearing a commotion, and I hear my dad arguing
with the cops.
I just hear him arguing. I don't know who he's arguing with, but then I start hearing the walkie-talkies, and my mind is just resting my friend. They're accusing that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gone. They're gonna arrest me, whatever the case may be. And get arrested. Over time, we end up being the case. We end up being the case. I end up coming home.
So then they put you in the county.
Yeah.
And it's your first time actually going in the county.
Yes.
But you're in the county and you're going through like all of these things.
Yeah, I'm literally fresh out the hospital from being shot in the face. So
and it's your first time.
Yeah.
Tell me about that experience. You were able to walk, but did you use a cane at least?
Hell
Wayne?
nah.
Oh my God.
There's people that I grew up with that, when you go, like in the county, when you go into tanks, you go to court, you go anywhere, you introduce yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lazy for 2-on-3. People who know me, like, lazy, and they're looking, but my face is all swelled up. As they're looking, I'm like, oh shit, the fuck happened to you?
No.
Or they're thinking I got fucked up, or they're thinking the worst. I'm like, nah, fuck, you got shot, dog. And I'm like, what the fuck? So even to like one of my those friends that I grew up in the system with that I ran to him in prison. I know him from juvenile hall. But like, hey, we heard you got killed. We heard you got killed. There's been multiple people I grew up in the system with.
Because they just hear like they just hear things, but they don't know exactly the full details.
No, they just hear lazy got shot in the face. They just lazy got shot. Lazy got dropped. then a lot of people are trying to brag like, oh yeah, we this and this and that, you know.
For
so,
sure.
So people are hearing it, people that don't know the full blown story, like, damn, Lazy got killed, Lazy got shot, and so throughout the years, the last thing they're hearing is Lazy got killed, but they're still
Yeah.
hearing the name. But when they ran into me on the yard, like, hey, fool, they'll get pumped up, like, hey, one of the homies, he literally ran up to me, hey, fool, I heard you got killed, fool. There's different ones, but one of them, like, he told me, he gave me a hug, I heard you got killed.
Aw.
He said, because I got colored eyes. He said, take off your glasses, let me see your eyes, fool. But that's one thing he did. He said, take off your glasses, let me see your eyes, fool. Yeah,
That's cute. That's cute.
Well, the homie Snapper from Avenues from
that's
Jewel
my boy
Street.
right there. I love him.
That's the one.
Let me see your eyes, Dick.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, I love that. You know,
Yeah.
because that's how you guys, and you felt the love.
Yes.
Okay, so let's rewind it a little bit. So you get into the county, you're fucking going through it, bro. You don't want to use a cane.
Yeah.
You're not proud, like just going through it. Tell me how hard, not even how hard. Tell me how it was for you to adjust to like, you've never been in the fucking county way.
I was kind of adapted to it because mentally, when it came to the only thing for one was my enemies. You know, when we went to an enemy in the system, as you get older, they're the homies.
Yeah.
You know, before it was like, this fool, that fool, this fool.
For sure.
So that was the mentality at first. Over time, like, nah, that's the homie. You know?
Yeah, that's the homie right there.
Even though I hate to admit, that's the boy. You know? There's some of my technically my enemies on the streets, but we know each other from the system.
So you're just friends.
They're my friends.
That's right.
They're my friends.
But okay, so what about the recovery while you're in there? Because how long did you fight this case for?
For that one wasn't that long. Me getting shot with the way everything was filed, the way the dates were. I got shot on the 28th. I believe they filed the paperwork. Everything was filed. Everything happened like on the 29th. So technically, I was in the hospital.
Okay.
So everything was the way they filed everything, the way everything in court was being presented happened on the 29th.
Okay.
And so for me was, okay, this happened the 29th. Are you guys positive about that? And they were determined, yes. Are you guys sure you guys didn't make no mistakes? Yes, it happened 29th. Okay, he got shot on the 28th. He was technically unconscious. Through all this shit.
Oh, because they messed up.
So whatever happened, we get the case dismissed over the difficulty.
So you get to recover at home.
Yes. But with that little time period in the county, like I said, my mindset was still juvenile hall. So I went to people like in the
Yeah, but I mean, you couldn't be fighting when you were.
Oh, I was. I was. I was at the time, but that's what people were tripping. They thought I was fucked up because of where I was from me fighting. But after I would fight them, where it could be like, hold on, what? You got shot? Like, yeah, you got shot. And so they'll be like, trip, like they thought my
like,
whole
this
face.
fool's crazy.
This fool's burned.
Big time.
Yeah, this fool's burned. Yeah.
Burn the fuck out.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. I can relate. Wait.
But yeah.
Okay, so you came home, right?
No.
Because it was dismissed.
Yeah.
It was in the hospital.
Yeah.
What happens after that?
I recovered. I stood out. That was my first time being out for any holiday. Certain holidays, I believe. I can't remember. I wasn't even out that long. I think I wasn't even out 9 months.
But that was the longest you've ever been out. Ever.
Since I was 14.
Well, God willing, you're going to make it longer.
Right now, I'm a little bit past the 3-month mark.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's a little bit past the 3-month mark.
Cyrene, tie this fool down.
Yeah, sure.
Don't let this fool go out.
Yeah, she knows.
Because you know what? The longer you're out, the more it feels like normal.
Yes.
You know?
Like when I first, like I always say, even earlier today, one of the homies was talking shit to me. One of the homies, Mr. D, he's a rapper from Ali Locos. He's talking shit to me. He's telling me, hey, something I said, I always tell him was, my comfort's the system. I'm on a vacation.
Yeah, but we need to change that.
Yeah, but that's what he was telling me. He's like, hey, I know you always say that you're on a vacation but the last couple of times I've talked to you, you've been saying you're home.
You're saying different.
You're saying different. When I first met you, when you first got out, like, I'm on a vacation. I'm gonna enjoy what I can. I'm gonna enjoy it what I can. Yeah, or I'll say like little shit like
I understand what you're saying completely.
Yeah. And so today he was telling me, hey, you change what you're saying.
Good. Love that.
Yeah. So the way
Love
you say it, like you're
that.
like you're home, you know, like keep that mindset. I don't want you to up.
You don't
Keep
want to
that
mess up for
mindset.
yourself,
No,
bro.
yeah.
Because you got to put you first, respectfully. You know, if you don't,
She
yeah,
is me.
yeah, you need yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you need you.
Yeah.
You need you. You need to find yourself. You're gonna get there. 3 months. Look at you. You're right here sitting on Indicted, telling us all about you, all about
Yeah.
your life, all about your experience. Something that you probably would have never thought you would even be doing,
Yeah.
sitting in front of the damn camera, boy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were out for those 9 months.
Yeah.
You try to do good a little bit?
Honestly, at that time, I'll be straight up. No.
No, you just didn't get caught.
All that stuff I was doing at that time, over time, I was being accused of. That's why I ended up getting busted.
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but in those 9 months, you were recovering from your eye and your wounds and everything.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was out the way, but
You were still in the way.
I was
I understand what
Yeah.
you're saying. So 9 months pass and you get busted. What exactly did you get busted for, and how did it go down?
a gun charge. They caught me walking down my neighborhood, Spruce in Los Angeles. The gang unit caught me walking down Los Angeles. The gang unit knows me good. The one thing they said, if you're not, they always told me, they call me Lazy Myers. They said, if you're not running from us, we know you ain't got nothing on you. But when we pull you over, they'll find it's like a big old kitchen knife. It's like a Michael Myers knife. So there's a clown, Lazy Myers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they'll always clown on me about that. So one day the gang is cruising down La Spruce. I'm walking down Los Angeles. So when I'm hitting the corner, I see him. He's automatically he seen my response. He goes, I know you. Your response is you were about to run, but we were ready to close. So when he comes up, he's like, hey, come here. So I try to play it off cool, like, why are you stopping me? I'm like,
You're alone.
I'm alone. Like my mind says like, give him the opportunity. Like fuck it, make him think he's not gonna. I don't got nothing on me, but he tells me you were a bust off the top. As soon as I seen you, your response, but the way you were like, oh,
You hesitated, bro. Dang.
if I would have ran, I would have been good. But he knew my whole history, so he knew everything about me. I would still got caught, but I would never got caught charged with that gun.
Did you use drugs?
At that time, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just wanted to ask.
Yeah, at that time, no.
Okay.
No.
So you get caught that day.
Yeah, I get caught that day. When he pulled me over, he put the cuff on me, and when he was trying to put the cuff on me, or before he put the cuff on, I tried to run. But I was already too late. He was already wrestling with me. He put the cuff on me.
Aw.
So he was wrestling with me, grabbing like that cuff. And
Oh, no.
yeah. It was like a big old scene. It was like a big old thing. So that was the first gun charge at that time. Then after that, it was 3-4 more gun charges after that.
He let you go. You went.
No,
to
I got busted.
Okay,
I
so
got
you went
busted.
back to the county.
I went back.
And how was that time? Because you weren't as sick as like your eye was in the.
No.
You were kind of back to normal.
I was back to normal. I was barely getting used to, like, for people that know me, my eye was barely going off. So people are like, hey, fool, am I tripping? You're getting fucked up, fool. You know, people literally tell me, hey, fool, you're like, nah, that's not lazy. Your eye's fucked up, fool. What happened to your
Let
eyes?
me see your eyes.
Yeah. Let me see your eyes, you know? But there'll be like certain people like, hold on, I was just with you. What happened? You know? Or they'll hear a little story where, like, I heard you got killed, I heard you got shot. We heard different stories. And nah, I got shot.
And how long were you there this time?
At that time, the first gun charge, I think that was like 180 days or something like that. No. Yeah, like 180 days.
And how was that? How does that? Who was there for you in those 180 days?
My homeboys and my dad. Mostly my dad. My dad, throughout my term, my dad was there for the most part. And my homeboys.
Oh,
You know,
at least your homies are there for you.
Yeah, my childhood friends, the ones I grew up with. To this day, the ones I grew up with since I was a kid, those are the ones I'm there with. Those are the ones I fuck with the most. The ones that were there for me when I was busted.
Love that.
Yeah, they know me since I was a kid. They raised me.
Yeah.
But they weren't the ones who raised me. The ones I grew alongside with my brothers. Mm-hmm. There's homies from the hood that you've got from the same gang. Whatever.
Yeah, but they're not like your friends.
You know, you have your friends and you have your brothers, your family.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
You know their family. They know your family. It's family oriented. Like my wife, her whole family's from her cousins are from my neighborhood. You know?
Oh, that's how you guys know each other.
Yeah. You know, so it's like a big old everything.
Circle,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a big old circle. Everything's
Okay.
family.
So you come home.
Yeah, I come home. I didn't last long. I didn't, a month.
What was the longest time? Well, I guess you said the 9 months,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
That you were out.
After that was like 3 months after that. 3 months. The first month was a month. Was a second gun charge. I did a county lid. I got off from that county lid a year. I got busted with another gun, 16 with half. But that's when you do, I did the 16 with half. Then
But you went to prison for the 16 and a half.
And no, I did in the county jail. They did the AB, what is it, AB 109?
Okay.
That's when the law started changing. You do your prison term in the county jail.
When it's a short.
Yeah, when it's
Okay.
a short term, when it's nonviolent.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like one of the first ones to apply under that law when they were doing all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I got stuck in the county. I was floating around the county. I'll get out.
Tell me about that whole year.
Oh, that whole year was
What?
actually pretty fun. 'Cause I was right there with my homeboy Little Downer. You know, me and my homeboy Little Downer were right there. We were bunkies. You know, and that's my childhood friend.
Okay,
so
you
me
guys
and
just
my
wilding out.
Yeah, we're just having fun. Him and one of my homeboys, rest in peace. My homeboy Big Serio.
Uh-huh.
He ended up getting killed while I was busted. But it was us three in the dorm with each other the whole time. So
What was your everyday routine like?
oh, talking shit. For sure, pissing one of them off.
Did you work out?
Work out, you know, but yeah, I work out, wake up, work out, and honestly, program. Just the county is different than prison. The county program and the prison program is two different things.
So we're in the county lit right now, so tell me about the county program.
At that time, we're just
Running wild, not even caring about life, huh?
yeah, that's
Whatsoever.
Yeah, we're not. We're just focused. Everybody's really stressed out on their case.
Facts.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? How long do you think we're gonna get? Do you think you're gonna do this? What do you know about this? Everybody's asking you like, hey,
Oh
so
my
I don't-
God, it's so true.
Yeah, I don't know about my case, or I don't know about your case, but what about my case? So everybody's trying to ask them. They're asking me about their case. I'm asking them about my case.
Yeah, bro,
Someone's-
but you're already doing your time. You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
there killing time.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just passing through. I'm just kicking it. But there'll be people who are fighting life, people
Yeah,
who are just coming through. Like me, I was passing through.
For sure.
I was just a guest. At that time, there were people getting 15 years in the county, doing it in the county.
What?
Yeah, that's when they were barely starting that time. They were doing the what is it, the AB 9, and they were the AB 109. They were starting starting the 15 years, and we were hearing about it, and people were saying, "Nah, I got sentenced to 15 years in the county."
What?
So we're like, God damn, fuck that! I ain't trying to be stuck in that county.
No, God, no.
Nah. Especially at that time, a soup was 118, just for a soup.
How much are the soups now?
And now they're cheap, but in prison they're like 35 cents.
Ah.
So from 35 cents to 118.
Yeah, they're 65 cents here. No, they're 35 cents here too, I think.
Yeah.
2 for 50.
Yeah, over
Oh,
time.
2 for $1.
Oh, 2 for $1?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think.
in prison, when I left, I think they went up to like 65.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah, but
They used to be 25 cents.
yeah.
Okay, so you get out of your county lit, right?
Yeah.
You're on swole probably.
Yeah. I felt at that time I felt healthy, you know, especially right after getting shot. Like, all right, you know, I feel good. You know?
For sure. You come home and what happens?
I still thought I was Superman.
Obviously,
I still thought I was touchable.
of course.
Over time, they tried to hit me with an indictment. In the city of Montebello, they tried to hit me with an indictment, and at that time, I don't know what's going on. Okay,
How long did you last out?
like a month.
Not
No, 2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
Did you ever have a job?
No.
Okay, it's
I don't.
didn't even try.
I had
looking.
money. I had money.
Okay.
I wasn't.
He looks at her and she's like, yeah.
I wasn't going through it. I wasn't.
I understand.
I was struggling. I wasn't struggling as bad as others. I was able to take care of myself and help like people around me or certain friends would go out to eat. Were able.
You take them out.
I was able to help out, look out. You know, I wasn't going through it like others were.
Of course.
I was fortunate enough to have something in my pocket.
Yeah, always.
Always.
Okay, so what did you get busted for 2 months after?
They try to accuse me of different stuff. I end up doing. They try to accuse me of a robbery. They try to accuse me of different stuff. I end up getting convicted of a robbery with a gun enhancement, with prison priors, without on bail enhancement.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but so all the enhancements piled up. But originally, they were trying to give me 30 years. They tried to kid me. They tried to scare me with a bunch of different stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, but I ended up getting. They tried giving me 30 years. Some charges got dropped. I ended up getting 17 years.
And this is your time that you
Yeah.
just did.
Yeah, but over time I was in the system, and while I'm in the system, certain laws changed. That got me back into court, and so I'm in the hole fighting a case, and I'm stressed out about a case
Inside.
while I'm in the hole. I'm in the process of getting resentenced. So when I get resentenced, I'm in the hole fighting a whole nother case.
Yeah.
That I'm stressed out about this case, and I have a possibility of going home on this case. So they resentenced me if I was, and they told me straight up, my after I got resentenced, I ended up doing 13 years. My flat, I did 13
Okay,
years.
so you got sentenced to 17 years. Okay, so you get sentenced to 17 years. How did you feel when you said you're doing 17 years?
I'm never coming home. That was my mindset. Like, I'm gonna go in there the way I am. I told myself if I ever go to prison, I'm never gonna come home. I'm gonna do what I got. I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
And
You had to live the life in
Yeah.
there. I understand that.
And the whole time, I never thought. I technically, when I got resentenced, they told me I was only supposed to do 9 years. They told me straight up, "You're going home. Your calculations, you're going home." But they didn't know I was in the hole. You know, and then at the time, my attorney didn't know all the other stuff I was doing, that I've done to catch time.
Yeah.
And so he told me, like, "Yeah, you're going home. You know, when you go back to your house, start packing your stuff. You're going home."
Wow.
And so I'm sitting right there, and me, deep down in my mind, I'm like, I've just got to find a case in Pelican Bay. I'm also, when I find this case, I'm thinking they're going to pick up the case in Pelican Bay. I'm not going home for this. But what if? There's that
never know.
possibility they
That's
could
right.
fuck up. There's
That's right.
There's that one, there's a little slip, there's a little chance that I could go home. And so they literally come to my door one day, parole plans. You know, this I saw like, oh, they're gonna let me out. They caught on. They're like, nah, we ain't letting you out. No, you ain't going home.
So you ended up doing the 13, like
Yeah,
you said.
well, I ended up at that time they had to give they were still pending the days and pick it up. And technically, when I got paroled, the day I paroled, I wasn't supposed to come home. I came home. They read me my rights. They literally 2 weeks before I paroled, they read me my rights, and I said, you got a DA referral. You're not going home. And I ended up coming home. The
Thank
day
God.
I came home, I did not know I was coming home.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Because we're just barely getting sentenced. You got sentenced 17 years. Tell me what prison did you go to, and how was your prison, like the bus ride to the prison?
I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I'm thinking about like movies, American Me, Blood and Blood. What the homies tell me is the word. It is in a way what they make it seem, but it's not off that like automatically. You just, my mind says like, okay, you're gonna go straight up and fucking go straight into get out. At the same, but it was more like it was a trip. It was something different. It was when you see people treating other whites, blacks, northerners, southerners, all treating each other with respect. Like, hold on, there's something different. Don't we beef with them? Don't we beef with them? But everybody's being respectful. So okay, you hear about it in that county, but at the same time, it's different things in the county. Everybody's still tripping.
What prison did you go to first?
Salinas Valley, Beard.
Salinas Valley. How many prisons did you go in total?
Oh, I went to Salinas Valley, Calipat, Pelican Bay, Old Folsom, New Folsom. Yeah, those are the prisons on the yards, and those are one. But I've done like layovers and all that stuff. But those are the ones.
Those are the ones that you actually did.
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
So
did time.
you said you went to which one first again?
Salinas Valley Beer.
Okay.
270.
So tell me when you walked in there. Tell me when you walked into the prison. It's your
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
And how did it go?
It went smooth actually. It was one of my homeboys were right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Tell me about your first celly when you walk into the prison.
Oh, When I first bought my salad, it was fresh too.
Oh, okay. You guys were both
but
fresh.
We were both fresh. He was barely getting there. I walk in there. He told me he was fresh, but luckily, so I'm standing at the door. It's just you walk in there, you say what's up to your salad, you introduce yourself. He said we have a little conversation. So people are coming in from yard, so you go to the window, see who's who. I see one of my homeboys, one of my older homeboys. He got like 80 something years. So I'm calling him. He's not expecting to see me. So he comes. He's like, "What the f you doing here, fool?" And I tell him I got stretched out. He was disappointed.
They're always disappointed.
He was disappointed. He was disappointed. And I just left him. So he was pissed off. He's like, "Hey, fool, I've seen you come back twice." He's like, "I remember."
Last time.
Yeah, on his term when he was down. He's like, "I've seen you come back twice. You went home, came back, and went home, and now you're back." So. And when I first went to prison, I wanted to experience. I wanted to travel. I wanted to. My mind said I had a goal. Go to the hole. Go to the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I had a goal. So within my first 3 months, I was in the hole.
Oh my God! Tell me about your first time hitting the yard.
It was a trip. It was. That's a trip. I've actually started to think about it. It's been so long. I was actually thinking about that first time actually stepping in the yard. I can't even think about that. It's so normal. Like the first time actually walking onto a yard, I can't think of my first thing. What popped in my head. To be honest with you.
Who did you have to become in order to survive that place?
The person I've always been. Me.
You.
The survivor.
What part of you hardened?
The violent side.
It became more.
Yeah. It's survival. It's survival. Survival of the fittest.
Did you have to let go of anything in order to do that time?
One thing we're taught in prison, be straight up, everybody say who's in prison, don't focus on your family on the streets. Focus on, because if you're gonna focus on the people on the streets, it's gonna fuck you up. Mm-hmm. You're in here. You are who you are. You are who you stand for. What you stand for. That's what matters. Because if you focus on your mom, you focus on your girl, you focus on your wife, you focus on your kids, it's gonna fuck you up.
For sure.
That's your weakness.
For sure.
That's your weakness. So you have to always have you can't let people see your weakness.
Yeah. What does prison do to a man's mind?
Strengthen it. It strengthens it. It gives people power.
In what way?
Mentally.
Take a drink. Take a drink.
Yeah, mentally. Literally, mentally and physically.
But like power, like what?
It makes you think. It makes you help you open your mind. Because there's more people. It's not just me and you. Like if I do something, it's not going to just affect me. It's going to affect the whole crowd.
I understand what you're saying.
So if I react on a black for being belligerent and being belligerent, if I react on them, everybody else behind me is gonna react, and everybody else behind them is gonna react. So it's not gonna affect me and
it's
him.
going to cause a gang of chaos.
It's gonna cause a gang of chaos. So you gotta think, you gotta hesitate. If I react over my emotions, if I let my emotions get the best of me, it's gonna bring everybody else behind me.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna fuck up what they got going on.
Just because you can't control your emotions.
A lot of people can't.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just cat out. And who knows, that black guy that I'm tripping off might be straight up just a J-cat. He might just be a straight weirdo that everybody knows, that fool's just mentally disturbed.
And there you go, is getting bothered by that phone.
Yeah, there you go.
It's weak phone.
Yeah. Weakness.
Yeah.
Strength.
For sure.
Strength.
What's something that still sits with you from your incarceration from this term? Okay. No, what's something you experienced that still sits with you?
Everything. I take everything straight up. Everything I learned in there, I try to bring out here. It was a good experience. Me doing all my time built me into the man I am today. It gave me strength. It gave me before I was stubborn. I was a little hothead. I was stubborn. Now I'm able to sit down and listen. I'm still stubborn.
That doesn't ever go away.
Yeah, I'm still a hothead, but I'll second guess. I'll think twice, and I'll think about my actions.
You think it's because you're older now?
That could be a part of it.
You probably grew. You matured a little bit.
Yeah, I could say that, but I think it had to do with a lot with the prison. if it wasn't for prison, I think I would have still been a knucklehead. Because all my childhood friends are still knuckleheads.
Yeah.
You know, but being in prison help people mature and help them educate themselves. Open up. I never want to read a book. I said straight up, I don't like to read. But now I can sit there. I could read a book. I would say I could read a book better. I could have fun reading a book than watching a TV show.
Yeah.
You know, I have better. I could relate to more sitting right there because sitting back reading a book, than sitting right there, honestly, cupcaking my wife and watching a movie. Straight up, you know, I could relate to more sitting down and sitting down.
I understand.
And the
you.
dark right there, just a little line, just sitting right there with the light with the book.
It's more peaceful.
It's more peaceful, and I think about, well, yeah, like you said, it's more peaceful. Then it's what
You know.
it's what I know.
You'll get used to it, fool.
I'm starting to.
You'll get used
I'm starting to.
Netflix all day. She's like, no, I gotta go work. Yeah, but you could Netflix all day.
Yeah.
No, but if you have two jobs, which
Yeah.
you should go back to having two jobs,
Yeah.
right, Irene? Stay productive. Tell me about your everyday routine. Like, what did you do in there? Like from the minute you woke up to the
First thing
minute,
I would do, wake up and drink a shot of coffee.
shot of coffee.
Just shot of coffee and just start wash up, get ready. For most of the time I had jobs. For the majority of the time, until my very end, until my incarceration. Because my last yard I landed on, I barely got there. I was there for like a year. I came from Pelican Bay. I was in the hole before then. So I was in the process. There was line, so they tried giving me a job, but everywhere else for my whole time I had a job. So I'll wake up, wake coffee, and just focus on going to work. Go to work, do my little job, do what I got to do. If it was a porter, kitchen, barber, whatever my job was.
Oh, you cut hair.
Well, yeah, it was an excuse to roam. But I'll tell the homie straight up, I'll shave your head.
Yeah.
You know, I know I'll hook you up. Just don't get mad if it fucks you up.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'll do my best.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
But I wouldn't fuck them up like that. I would do good. It wasn't. I wouldn't leave them a bowl cut. But so I would focus on that. By the time I get back to the cell, I would just want to kick it.
Yeah.
I would just want to kick back. If anything, maybe put on TV and try to sit there and watch a TV show or two. But for the most part, I was exhausted.
Tired from the day. Yeah, it's
Very tired from
tiring.
the day, dealing with-
Honestly, it's tiring from the day. Yeah, so you were in Salinas. And where did you go next?
So for Salinas Valley, okay, I was Salinas Valley B yard, went to the hole, went to Valley C yard. That's a 180. So from the 180 over there, my points dropped to Calipatria A yard. I was there for 2 years. I went to the hole. I was in the hole, went to Pelican Bay shoe. I was in the shoe. I got kicked out of the shoe in 2018. So from 18 all the way to 2023, I was in Pelican Bay. Then I left Pelican Bay from 23, went to Old Folsom in the hole, got kicked out in 2025. Then I went back to the Bay. We left the Bay. We went to New Folsom Sea Yard. And that's where I left. That's where I paroled from, New Folsom Sea Yard.
That's where Stoney left.
Or when I left, he was still there.
And no, he just left.
Okay, that was recent.
Yeah, he just
that was
left.
recent, Yeah. When I left, he was still there. Like, I know him and his nephew for years. I know Snapper, I know
Yeah.
Snapper since we were little kids. No, I know Snapper since little kids. And him and Stoney, he would call himself Little Stoney back then. He would call himself Little Stoney. You know, he'll send pictures that's my uncle. Big Stoney, Little Stoney. But my name is Snaps, but
Yeah.
Little Stoney, you know? So,
Because you guys were all in the Bay together as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, we're in the Bay together.
So how many years did you do in the Bay?
From 18 to 23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for 23, late 23, November 23. No. Yeah, November 23. We went to the whole, okay, you know what? We left the Bay in December. December, we left the Bay. So
You guys left it all together?
No, me and my crimey.
Oh,
There was
so you were with your crimey the whole time?
Yeah, me and my crimey. Well, okay. In the prison system.
You're crimey from the system.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of my crimies, you know?
Okay.
With the one I left the Bay with, because we left in Pelican Bay November 21st, 2023. That we went back in April 25. Yeah, April 25. Then we went back April 2025. Then we ended up leaving in July 25. Then we went to New Folsom. So we went to the hole. We went back to the hole. We went back to the hole for a couple months. Much new for society.
Okay. Why is Pelican Bay so legendary?
Because of history. Because the way they used to slam everybody down, keep everybody in the shoe. They have. I know people that were back there for 30-something years, and they're barely coming to the main line in 2000. Like what, 16, 17. They've been buses in the 70s. They've been validated since the 70s or the 80s, and they're barely the first time tasting an ice cream. So
Aw.
yeah, it's like so. The shoe. In the history of the violence, how it used to be. When I left Pelican Bay, if you look up the history of Pelican now, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Pelican Bay is about. That's what made me want to open a book. Like educate yourself.
Yeah, that's more school. Snapper finished school there
Yeah.
and did all kinds of things in there.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the first prisons I believe to allow people to do the AA. Mm-hmm. So there's people who were getting their AA there.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of people. What prison? I think that was one of the first ones for the level 4s. It was one of the only level 4s for the 180s
That were able to get education.
to
and
get
stuff
educate
like that.
themselves.
Yeah.
And so when they started that, they started different programs. But the inmates started programs. The Gogi, the Hustle 2.0. The inmates helped start the programs they had going out there. And even to this day, I'm seeing the programs that they started in Pelican Bay out here on the streets in different prisons. So I'm like,
Which is good.
which is good. So it's actually showing people that
It
yes,
wor-
they
it
have-
works.
It works. They have all this dark cloud that lock them up and throw them and keep
Throw
them
away
back
the
there.
key, yeah.
Throw away the key and everything. But when it comes down to it, they don't see the human behind it. You give someone a book to educate themselves, they're gonna educate themselves.
Of
But that's
course.
what people fear, though. You know, they fear that. So to now, they're trying to find an excuse to put people back in the shoe. They're not trying to call it the shoe or anything like that. They're trying to find another word for it. Like right now, people who are going to the hole, they can't fight. They can't buy food. Why can't they buy food? When we're in the hole, we're starving as it is. Why can't we buy our own food? Our people can't buy our food. Right now, they can't buy food. They can't buy food
Is
right
that
now.
is that why they were doing like another hunger strike or something like
If they're
that?
supposed to start it, honestly, that would be the only thing to do it because that's what happened the first time. That's how people get out the shoe. But if they're doing that now, I haven't heard nothing about that recently. But I know, like my crammy, he's in the hole, and he reached out like, "Hey, fool, it's bad now." He says that if he's literally he said he's suffering. They give him the state food, and the state food ain't. They
Yeah.
say on paper it's supposed to be this and that, but,
But it's
reality,
not.
It's like a little scoop, and it's when it comes down, the majority of it is just water.
Oh,
You know? So they're
yeah.
going through it. They can't buy food. The only thing I think they can buy is certain hygiene. So
How did you feel when you first went to the shoe in Pelican Bay?
I made it. I made it. Honestly, like I made it to the big house. I'm here. Now I got it under my resume.
Was it what you expected?
Hell no. Well, yes.
What did you okay, let me ask you this. What did you expect?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect.
Okay.
I went with my when my mindset was like something totally different. I wasn't expecting to suffer. I wasn't
So
expecting.
you suffered.
Yeah, you suffered.
And what way did you suffer?
It was cold. We didn't have we had clothing, but at the same time, we could get like certain little things. Like we couldn't get hot water. We had to use the water from the sink. Like we have our hot pots. We couldn't get electricity like our TVs. So they barely allowed the TVs. When I got back there, the plugs were barely getting put in. So the plugs weren't there. So we get spoiled with the TV. Having a TV within yourself. So when you get that taken from you, you go inside with no TV. Your programs consist of literally the time, the TV shows, the news. As to what to watch, just to see what's going on. We don't have certain places we can't get watchers.
Yeah.
So right there, that would be the only way of time
To watch the TV.
to watch the TV.
And then when it was winter, it was cold.
oh, it was cold right there. Honestly, it was a mind thing. The heater, they'll turn on the heater in the summer, and they'll turn on the air conditioner during the winter.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they would do that on purpose.
And you
So-
guys didn't get jackets?
Oh no, we couldn't get. We only got state issue jackets.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
no, but those state issue jackets ain't jackets. Like we could buy like in there we could buy our Pro Club sweaters. We could have our Pro Clubs. We could have our own clothing. In there they'll give us like something real thin as a jacket, and that shit's bush.
oh no.
And then, we couldn't get our sweats. We couldn't get our sweaters. Over time they could, but we couldn't get our sweats. We couldn't get our sweaters. We could only go to store like 55.
Dollars?
$55. And at the time, honestly, I'm focused on my hygiene.
Yeah, you need hygiene. Yeah,
you
for
want to
sure.
focus your hygiene, coffee, and then maybe soups. And over time, you couldn't do all that. Everything's all messed up, you know? You couldn't do it like that. With the $55 ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Especially when you're freezing in the heat, you would honestly, or even freezing in the heat, freezing in the cold.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Yeah, freezing in the cold even, but up there in the bay, it's like swamp weather.
Like humid?
Every time it gets real humid, they don't get real cold. So it will rain 9 months out the year.
Really?
Yeah. When I first got there, it was 9 months out the year. And so at first, when I was in the shoe, I remember I used to hear like the thunder, the lightning. And so in the shoe, you'll hear that they have like a piece of plastic, or I don't know what it was, like on the top, you hear it shaking. So it'll be like, God damn, that's like an earthquake or thing. And they'll give you tornado floods. They'll have that siren go off. Like,
Really?
So I'll be thinking like, we're probably sitting here and drown. They're having tornado floods.
And then there's like water all around.
Yeah, so that's where the flood's going. That's where the warning's going out. So you'll hear that siren and people tell you, like, hey, fool, it's a flood. And sure, people will probably fuck with you, but hey, fool, we're about to flood up, fool, you know? They were,
Put your boots on, fool.
Yeah, get your boots on, you know? They're not going to open the doors, fool, so this is our last breath, you know? So there'll be certain people who fuck with each other. And at that time, when you're hearing that siren...
And it's your first time there.
Yeah, when you hear that, they say that siren means there's a warning.
For sure.
In your mind, for sure, it's going to go down.
For sure.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I'm a drown, like, I'm going to die in the shoe.
Wow.
Yeah, but drowning, because the way the siren going, it wasn't going to happen. But at that time, it was like...
But
like,
you don't know. Well, you really don't know.
You don't know. There's a possibility that that siren's going off like that. That's what it means, you know? So, that was like the shoe... It wasn't people... there was people stuck back there for years, though. It does get... I can imagine 35 years old, 30 years,
Yeah.
15 years. It people up.
For sure.
It mentally people up.
It's what it's supposed to do, I believe, right?
Yeah, but it's meant to break you. Yeah, that's what the purpose was.
What
But
if-
anything, it made people stronger.
Through, this whole interview we've been doing, you've said it countless times that you've gone to the shoe
Yeah.
a lot of times.
Yeah.
Why did you continue to allow yourself to go back?
Because I'm a fool. I'm a fool. My mind said, why depend on somebody else to do it when you could do it yourself? That was my mindset. So when I was down, I got 4 DA referrals. And that was always my mindset. Why depend on somebody else to do the job when you could do it yourself? Mm-hmm. So when I was in there, I'm here. I got caught up. I was a fool doing dumb shit. At the same time, it was my stress reliever. It was my way in the system. In juvenile hall, someone said something stupid, you got
take
cracked
off on-
on.
Yeah.
In prison, rules and regulations, protocols, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. If you do this, this and that. Mm-hmm. Over time, frustration piles up. So when you're able to release it, any opportunity, like, I got it. You know?
So that was your way.
That was my way with my stress. To relieve my stress. That was my way of relieving my stress.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty intense. You should have worked out a gang, fool.
Huh?
You should have done a gang of push-ups.
Well, that was part of it.
It didn't work. It
No,
didn't
it
work.
wasn't good
It
enough.
wasn't working.
If anything, that pumped me up more. That would pump me up more.
So it wasn't about you proving yourself or anything like that. It was more about stress relieving for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, actually, yeah. Built up pressure, tension. Yeah.
You just wanted to fight, yeah.
Or be. Some of it wasn't even fighting. A lot of it wasn't fighting. You know, it was other stuff. It
Yeah,
was,
of course.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm just saying, you know?
yeah.
Now you can ask me about getting out of the show.
Okay. So obviously when you got to the bay, you were in the shoe,
Yeah.
right? So tell me when you got out and you hit the Pelican Bay yard.
When at the yard, I ran to people that I grew up with. They would see me and they would hear, like, hey, people know, hey, we got a new homeboy, woo, you know, hey, ladies 213. So there'll be people like, oh, that's the homie. I grew up with this fool, or I know this fool from this place. So there was different people. I had my homeboys from my neighborhood on the yard. And I had my uncle on the yard. I had people I grew up with in the system on the yard. So in juvenile hall, there was a group of us at that time that grew up with each other on the yard. And everybody, hey, fool, Lazy's here. So everybody would trip out like, hey, fool, look at from juvenile hall, this
To the
unit
big house.
to Pelican Bay.
Yeah.
Shoe kickouts, the violence of the violent. Everybody on the yard, we know we're on that yard
For reasons.
For reasons. And we're shoe kickouts, we're fresh out the hole for reasons. And so, like, we took pride. Our generation of the juvenile hall, we're right here together. So we took pride in it, you know? We take pride in it. Yeah, throughout the years that we're little kids,
Yeah.
we're still here.
I understand completely what you're saying. I heard you were there with Lefty. Tell me about Lefty.
He was there with us. There was a group of us, I could say, because we heard about him coming up. A Lefty from KHA on the yard. We're like, so we're there, Lefty. So people were telling me Lefty Gunplay. So they say, hey, you ever heard Lefty Gunplay? I'm not knowing Lefty Gunplay, the rapper. I'm like, who's that? KHA. I know Lefty from KHA. He was on the Bay with us. So yeah, he's rapping about being on the Bay. Yeah, he was here with us. So he's a good homie. He was there with us in Pelican Bay on A-Yard. There's a good amount of us that we could say that we know who he is and we're proud of what he's doing today.
Yeah, somebody told. I had a few people tell me
Yeah.
from that were there with him as well. You know that good, nothing but good things. You know.
People are gonna hate. Like people, they're gonna hate regardless. A hater's gonna be a hater. They're gonna find any little
That's
thing.
right.
A hater's gonna hate. They're gonna say they're gonna find any little excuse. Anything they hate. If one person says the sky's pink,
Just pink.
it's pink. Everybody's gonna run with it.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
So they're gonna run with it.
So when he pulled up, you guys were in the yard and
Well, he
everything.
was there when I got there.
Oh, he was already there.
He was already there when I
Okay.
got kicked out of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was already there when I got kicked out of the show. I remember there's a homie, the one who tatted him up. It was a homie Chud from Huetos.
Okay.
Yeah, what is it? The tattoo is there's like a trademark he has. The tattoo he has on his stomach. He does it on all his sallies. A couple of his sallies all have them.
Ah,
And so
okay.
there's Lefty has it on his stomach. And the homie, what is it? From Wimas. Muerto from Wimas has it on his stomach. No, is it Muerto? No, it was Church from Muertos that did it on them. Yeah, I think it was Muerto from Wimas who has the same thing. So they have matching tattoos. So we used to clown on him before he got out. While Lefty was coming up, everybody's gonna clown him. They're gonna have matching tattoos. He jocked Lefty.
Twins.
yeah. But technically, I think he had it before Lefty. Yeah.
So that's how it was for you at the yard.
Yeah,
So your group of people that.
One thing, and I was there for years. I was there on that yard. I was there for years. From 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah,
all
you
the-
said 23. You said
Yeah.
23. Did you work? Did you gamble? Did you play? Like, what did you do?
The whole time I was on that yard, as soon as I got to the yard, within the first couple months, I had a job, and whatever job I would like when I first got there, they put me as a barber job. They have overtime from the barber. I became a porter, so I was a porter for 3 years. They closed down certain buildings because they were transferring a lot of people out. They closed down one of the buildings I was in, so they put me in the kitchen. So I was working in the kitchen for the rest of the 2 years I was there.
But did you play cards though?
No, hell no.
You didn't gamble either.
I was like I said, I was a highhead.
Oh yeah.
I was a highhead, so to my sister, I always said, I don't play sports. I'm not gonna gamble because I'm gonna get
You didn't
pressured.
get pissed. Yeah, you're gonna get
I'm gonna
pissed.
get pressured.
What about? Tell me about your favorite spread.
Soups, rice, beans, mayonnaise, cheese squeeze, maybe a chilorio pack with some. I'm not even trying to think about a spread with some Cheetos or some pork rinds.
So you haven't had one since you got home.
Hell no.
Okay, good.
I literally ate one soup that I've been out. It was a cup of noodles, but I mean it was literally the cup. It wasn't a ramen.
I was like, chill, fool.
Yeah. It was a cup of noodles. It wasn't a ramen because if it was a ramen, I'm like, I'll be too tempted. I'll be like,
Tell
home.
me something funny, like unexpected, like a light moment you experience in the Bay.
Got so many of those moments. There's so many. Running into my uncle, being sad over my uncle. My uncle was my sally for majority of my time. That was like, honestly, that was my highlight. Because he got like 50-something years. And so, me running to him, knowing he got all this time, It was kind of like, at the time he knows how I am, so he always say, "Fool, if you ever go home, you know." He knew how I was. He knew I was a jack. I was a fool. He knew I said I was a jack. He knew I was a fool, and so we used to talk about if I ever go home. You know, I usually fuck with him, you'll be home before me. You know, like clowning, whatever the case may be. Like, so we were settled up 5 years, and honestly, that was a highlight of my. That was the last time he ever seen anybody in my family.
Aw.
That was gonna be the last time he seen anybody in my family.
Yeah.
I'm the last one in my family to see him, to touch
Yeah.
him. His kids don't know him.
Yeah.
The older ones know him, but the younger ones don't know him. When my aunt was pregnant, he was busted. Mm-hmm. So in my family, I'm gonna be the last one
To see him.
to see him, touch him,
Unless they
spend-
go visit him.
But that's not the same.
Yeah.
A visit, yes. Don't get me wrong. A visit, maybe a conjugal visit with their dad. You know, a couple of days, spend the night, but it ain't the same.
It definitely
It ain't the
is.
same, you know.
Did you have any pen pals?
Honestly, no.
You didn't write at all.
Pelican Bay, no. The whole time I was in the Bay, no.
Anywhere in all the other prisons?
Yeah, I had my wife.
Oh, wait, how did you meet her? Okay, no, we'll get there.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, how did you meet her?
I noticed I was a kid. I noticed I was a little
And
kid.
how did you guys get back?
Well, I've been chasing her since I was a kid. One of my homeboys
I've
is
been chasing her.
Yeah, I've been chasing her since I was a kid. I always checked out her cousins are my homeboys, so I always say what's up with her, how she's doing, check up on her. I'll check up on her throughout the years.
Oh, okay. So you guys always kind of
Yeah.
had like a. Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So she'll write you every so often.
Oh, I'll call her, check up on her. See how she's doing. Then over time, more when we got the tablets, I'm able to call and check up on them more. So I'll check up on them more, and she.
Oh, and they just grew more and more and more and more.
Yeah, it just grew from there.
Okay. How did you handle relationships while being locked up?
I didn't care about relationships.
Yeah, because I because what you said
Yeah,
earlier.
I didn't care about relationships.
Who stayed loyal?
My wife, my homeboys. My homeboys, majority of there's a good amount of my homeboys.
Damn, that's good.
That's what actually happened. That's honestly those are my brothers.
Yeah.
Those are my brothers. They took care of me. Like my dad over time, my dad did a lot for me. My dad did majority for my term. And whatever he was gonna do, he knew. Reach out to my homeboys.
When he couldn't.
When he couldn't, but so he got sick. He had not a pacemaker, but something like a pacemaker put in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't able to work. So he didn't have income like that. So he wasn't able to do for me. So my homeboys realized that, so a lot of them took up responsibility for
Aw.
there was like, hey, fool, don't trip. Your packages, don't trip, we got you. And there'll be certain ones like here, they'll rotate, I'll send you money here, send you there. There's times I went without. There's been years I went without. You know, I was able to survive on my own.
Of course.
Yeah, I was able to survive on my own while I'm in there. But it ain't the same as having somebody that you depend on. Like, you know for a fact that $50 will be there.
Yeah, I
You
get
know,
what you're saying completely.
Mhm.
Completely.
Yeah, you know for a fact the $50, but if you're doing it yourself and there's a possibility it might not be there, you're not sure if it's doing this, or it's not, and there's not a guarantee, then there'll be times it don't land. Or so there's been times I went without, but for the most part, like I said, my homeboys, my dad, I got my wife, the ones who held me down the most.
That's good. Love
Yeah.
that. I asked you earlier if you used.
Yeah.
Did you get high while you were incarcerated?
Yes, I dabbled for 2 years. Like I f***ed around.
Tell me about that. Those 2 years.
At the time, I thought I was having fun.
You thought.
I thought, but I went to
And
a
where
hole.
and where did you start? And what prison did you use for the first time?
Calicut.
Definitely not the Bay, huh?
No, hell no, not the Bay. If anything, it's the Bay where like, don't use that. There's nothing to use. It's so dry. It's so far.
Okay.
Yeah, it's way in the hell up there. It's like, it's dry lands.
So Calipat is where you used.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah.
And what did you use?
At that time, heroin. Yeah, I got strung out heroin for 2 years.
Tell me how it happened.
Well, at that time, honestly, what was it? I think I was about to get a tattoo, and they say, "Hey, numb the pain." For everybody kept trying to convince me, "Hey, numb the pain." And on the streets, you could drink, you do like pop a pill or something. It's all right. So I did a little calito. I don't know, that hurt more, but it was just the way that the high it gave you. It's just like, I think it was a mind thing. But then I had a Sally just like, he constantly used. And I a little bit. Then from a little bit, it becomes more and more. That your body depends on it.
And that's what it is, depending on it, huh?
So even just a little bit, even if your body gets used to it, that little bit, to certain people, will just have the body feel a little bit, make them feel better. Just to make them relax.
Not feel pain or whatever.
Just not to feel pain. Just a little bit of that. Just even not even that. Just the smell of it will get people to feel better.
What? It's a mental.
I think it's a mental thing, but at the same time, it's
for sure.
It's an addiction, but
Yeah.
it's a sickness.
How did you kick it?
I went to the hole.
Shout out to the hoe, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, there's a lot of people like, okay, their mindset. Honestly, I'm going to the hole. I'm gonna go get sober. I'm gonna go sober up. I'm gonna go get healthy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be forced to work out. I'm gonna get sober and I'm gonna eat. So there's a lot of people who are like that. They come out the hole and they're healthy, and they're out there on the yard for a couple months or a year.
And they're already back doing bad.
That's
terrible, huh?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Did you ever feel real love inside?
Yeah, by the homies. I think I could say in the hole, the group of individual when you're in the hole, like we said, the homies in Pelican Bay, we're right there for a reason. We're right there for a reason. We know right there for a reason. When we're in the hole, we're currently going through the what we're back there for. We're still trying to figure out what the ride was gonna be, how we're gonna get. The pending investigation, the days and picket. So we're going through our little stretch. We're venting with each other. We're communicating. And in a little cage, there's certain people, certain places a single cell, some places you have a Sally. But with every hole you go to, your ice it's just you and your Sally. So there's a cage. So there's a man next to you. So when you sit there, you communicate with that person. You have a conversation with them, and you build a relationship. So different people, and you're back there, and you know them, and you guys, we're back here for this. We're back here for that. You guys know that's a good homie. He's back here for this. He's back there for that. So then as you're going through that bond,
Getting closer and closer.
You get closer.
So you feel the real love.
You feel you know the struggle when we talk about, like, he's stressed out about his girl. He's stressed out about his mom. He hasn't heard from this. He hasn't been able to call because we're in the hole. He wants to know what's going on. So you hear the person being stressed out about the family.
For sure. So you understand, because most of the time they've experienced that feeling themselves.
Yes.
Did you ever feel forgotten?
Like when I was in the hole? In general? No.
I think you're too busy living life and they're not to feel. But you know what? It probably is for the best.
Yeah.
But then in a way, it's like, no, because it's like, you probably miss that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Which is a bad thing. Because you don't want to miss that. You want to be here.
I'm learning to be here, though.
You're going to be here.
Yeah.
You know?
At the time when you're in there, you're not thinking about here.
That's what I'm saying. No,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, so obviously we're on Indicted TV, right? And one of the main questions I always ask is, what would you say was the craziest or wildest thing you experienced or saw? It doesn't have to be like a stabbing, just like
That's the most crazy you ever seen. That's the first thing. When you say prison was the craziest shit you ever seen, I was like, that's the first thing that pops in my mind. Something like that. Okay, this is a good one.
It's a good one. He says.
I remember one time I was staring outside. Me and my Sally, we're out there. We're just staring at the door. We hear someone screaming. He's screaming, just screaming out the top of his lungs. So we're looking at the door. We're looking at the, like, what the f is going on? We see someone running down the stairs. All black. That nigga just trying to rape me. We're general population. So we hear this trying to rape me. So the fool comes out like nothing in his door. Like nothing. So like nothing. Like nothing. Like just wiping down his door. We're like, hey, fool, that fool. We're looking back like, this fool just say he tried to rape him? So our minds are like, are we tripping? So we're clowning at that fool over there. Fucking. We're like we're clowning. We're talking. We're over there clowning on this. And so nothing. Send him back to the store. Send him back. And we thought we were tripping. So the next day, that guy that was screaming comes down, running again down the stairs with his boxer and everything around his pants.
He was
like pulling him up, like
like there was almost trying to get raped again.
no, like he was getting raped again, and they just happened to open the door for a pill call during,
And he ran out.
and he ran out. And so whatever, they take him, they leave the Sally, and so over time you see that the guy, you see the guy getting stabbed, and you just hear her say, it was just a trip to hear you know, it's like just to hear people.
Yeah, because that's not cool.
Yeah, you don't hear that on a general population yard. For sure, you never. That's the most. I think that's the craziest thing I could, most outrageous story I could ever say about something like that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, the black. That's why it was so like it was like, especially because it was the Bloods. Because the Bloods are the more structured out of the blacks. So like,
Really?
Yeah, the Bloods are more structured out of the blacks. Like, oh.
Sick ass fool, huh?
Yeah, but it was crazy because the fool with the one that was doing it was like the way he was, you wouldn't have like what the.
Well, yeah, I hear that. That's like the ones that are always like the worst ones.
Yeah, but yeah. It was just a trip to just like.
So the other day I had a client of mine, right? And he worked,
Okay.
and he told me that this is something nobody's ever told me. Obviously none of my guests have ever been on an SNY, stayed on a 50-50. Like I just don't do that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what goes on there, right?
Yeah.
So he told me, and this man, he is I can't even say what he is, right? But who cares? He's
Yeah.
my client of mine.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with this. And he's like, do you know that they have 3 condom dispensaries?
Vending machine.
Like vending machine, but he said dispensaries. Vending machines of condoms only. 3. And everybody's able to walk around with 3 condoms in their pocket.
Well, in every prison, they have the dispensary little things right there.
Okay, yeah.
In every prison, well, I know they have them, but they never be touched because the way they have it set up, we used to clown it because the way you could see the dust collecting where they first went in, you could literally see the way it's set up. You know, you could see the like the purple one, they had like different colors. You could see. So we just
So you guys will go check out.
well, yeah, we kept an eye on those motherfuckers. Hey, no shit. If that's moved, that means somebody right here is not supposed to be here. You know?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so we will keep an eye on them to make sure they weren't. If they're touched, that means somebody around us is touching them. Because the CEOs can't touch them because they have, now they have the cameras on them. They have so by law, to my understanding, they can't touch them.
Yeah.
That's for.
See, this is like something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So like right now that you're saying that, it's good because I'm sure the people that don't know. So it's like
Yeah.
it's good to talk about that, you
Yeah.
know, because you said all the prisons have them.
Yeah.
They just don't touch them.
Yeah. Don't touch them. No touchy.
Literally, no touchy. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so you said like, okay, what would be the second craziest thing? And did it change you?
Second craziest thing I seen in prison.
And did it change you? Maybe that could help you think about something. You get what I'm saying?
There's a lot of things that happened in prison that changed me.
Tell me about one. It doesn't tell me about one.
I've been stabbed in prison.
Tell me about that. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I've been stabbed in prison.
Tell me-
There's rules and regulations, there's things you're not supposed to do, and if you do it, you know the consequences that might happen. So if you do it, knowing there's a possibility of this gonna happen, it could go either direction. So you're gonna do it, make sure you know what you're doing. Because this is a good chance this is gonna happen. So I did it, knowing there's a possibility.
Because you're a fool.
I'm a fool. I knew there was a possibility this was gonna happen. And even before I got kicked out, I wasn't the whole, even before I got kicked out, me and my crime told us, you guys, whatever the case may be, you guys are not wanted at certain places. Well, those places we're not wanted at are the places we're going. You know? Send us to those, we're general population, make sure we go back to general population. We're going to general population. So, that's all right, you guys want to go back? You guys want to go general population? We're general population, we're GP, we're active. Send us to GP Arts. You guys want to go out? You guys want to go? Nope. Send us to GP Arts. When we went back, we ended up getting stabbed. So we ended up getting stabbed. After we got stabbed, we made it clear. Send us back to a GP Art. Are you sure? You guys just got stabbed? No, it's not. Send us back to a GP Art. You guys have safety concerns. Literally, people are saying this and that. send us back to a GP yard. We made it clear, leave us the fuck alone, send us back to a GP yard. So we went back to a GP yard, and even at they would try to fuck us, like, you guys are good. We're here. We ain't going nowhere.
That's what it is.
This is what it is.
This is how it should be.
This is what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
It's like in the neighborhood. If you fuck up, you're gonna get checked.
That's it.
You're gonna
Come
go get fucked up in the back. It's the same thing in prison. You know.
Well, the thing is, it's how it should be. Like,
Yeah.
like you just said, like you go get your DP, come back.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you don't ever have to come back, bro.
There you
We're
go.
still cool.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have the courage to come back.
Yeah. I went on that movie Friday. You win some,
You lose some.
you lose some, but you live.
That's right.
You know, you live to fight another day. You know.
That's right.
Yeah, that's growing up in the system. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
For sure.
You're gonna get your ass whooped. You're gonna win some.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
If you get your ass whooped, take it as a lesson.
That's right.
And if you take that, you learn something new every day. So that lesson, okay, take it, go fight that fool again. If he f you up again, he f you up again.
Did you learn from the lesson? Did you never did it again?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, lesson learned.
Yeah,
but,
lesson learned.
but you were there.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a scar. It's a strength. I consider it a strength. All my scars is considered a
And
strength.
how would you say it changed you?
Gave me more pride. Like, yeah, I'm
Oh,
right here.
I
Yeah, I'm right here.
get it. No, I get it. You know, like for sure, for sure. And people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is like what the heck?" But in reality, it's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. People don't see it though. People don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Regular people don't see it.
What hurt you the most while you were in there?
All the deaths I missed out on. Like my family, both my grandmas, my mom, my mom's mom, my mother's mom.
Yeah, your grandma.
Yeah, but I called her mom.
Okay.
That was my mom. Mm-hmm. I lost her. My grandma, my dad's mom, I lost her. I lost my aunt. I lost my homeboys. I lost one of my childhood friends. I lost a lot of people. You know, and I wasn't able to be there I wasn't able to be there.
Yes.
And I always say all my friends are people that I care for. I always say I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause me, I'm always in and out the system. And my mindset is, when I was a kid, I'm gonna either get killed, or I'm gonna stuck in the system. So my last thing to the people are that I love, I love you, fool.
I always say that.
Yeah. So they went, hey, fool, that fool. I love that fool. Make sure. One thing he always says, he made sure he showed his love, and I would make sure I love you. You know, to my friends. So I know for a fact the people that have died while I was gone, the last thing they remember from me is that
Say,
was,
I love you.
I love you. So that was always my, like, when I was gone, what they remember me. Yeah, they know I'm gone, but deep down inside, when they think about me, my last words to them is, all right, I love you, fool. Or my grandma, I love you, mom. I love you, grandma.
For sure.
You know?
When you think about those moments, which one you feel changed you the most?
Probably when my homeboy got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my homeboys, he got killed. Well, I was in the county with him. When I was remember me and my homeboy Little Downer, my homeboy Big
Oh,
Sitter.
you did mention it. Yeah.
Well, my homeboy Big Sitter ended up getting killed. I was busted, and so that one impacted me the most because he changed his life. He was in prison. Before he paroled, he found Christ. So when he paroled, he was preaching the Bible. So when he paroled, he was religious. He was a religious man. But he was still a fool
In the heart.
in the heart, in the process of changing, but he was preaching it. So as he's learning to preach it, as he's starting to actually preach it to others
And believe in.
in it, he gets killed. That one, I think, like, that one,
Because he was doing good.
he was on the right path.
Well, he went on the better path. Now
He went on a better path.
you
Yeah.
know?
Well, yes. Yeah. That's why I look at. He's maybe he went that direction because he was doing so good, and they see where he was headed in a better path and his potential up there, or he could have been leading another direction, go back to what he knew. He could have It could have been either or. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
He could have. I believe that They took him for he's up there
For reasons.
For reasons. That was the one that hit me the most.
From all the prisons you've been to, which one is the one that stands out the most and why?
Pelican Bay and New Folsom Seayard. Well, New Folsom Seayard because I just left there. That's where I paroled from. That's where I left. So that's.
So tell us about that.
Well, all of us, honestly, every in my section, because it's a 180. There's 3 sections. All my time, I did majority of my time on 180s.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 sections. So the section we're in, everybody in our section, we all knew each other from the hole. So we had that whole bond.
That bond. You guys were friends.
We were friends. And we could depend on each other. We knew each other. We could sit right there, and there'll be time we go out to the yard. We'll just sit there, work out, or we'll sit there and conversate with each other. We're like deep conversation.
For sure.
Family, loved ones, or just on some shit, just on some bullshit. We're just sitting right there bullshit. So we'll get deep in conversation. So everybody in our section, we had that relationship.
For sure.
So we'll go out to day room. There'll be times everybody we know each other from the hole. So we never actually would touch each other. Like me, I was coming from Pelican Bay. So I'm coming from another prison. They closed down the SHU. There's no such thing as a SHU no more. It's RHU. So from a restricted housing unit. So everybody that was the hole and the SHU, we would be separated. The hole would be over here and the SHU would be over here.
Oh.
RHU, everybody's together.
Got it.
And so they don't have no SHU. They had a special housing for the SHU.
For sure.
So now they have just RHU is in the hole. So they're doing certain holes the way they used to do Pelican Bay, like the SHU. So Pelican Bay, we were going to Folsom. So we were the outsiders coming to a Folsom.
For sure.
So these guys knew each other from either Old Folsom, New Folsom.
From other ones.
From Folsom. So we were coming from another prison to their pretty much to these guys knew each other from the yard. They had comfort with each other. So we're getting from another prison, and at the same time, we're from Pelican Bay. Or we're from Folsom, we're from Pelican Bay. Even though it's the same
you guys
thing.
are all fighting?
Yeah, we're like they're fucking with each other, you know?
Yeah.
And so we got close to each other. So when we land right there, like it was a bond. It was I wouldn't even say a friendship. I would consider like
a bond.
Yeah, like a brotherly bond. And even to this day, there's some of them fools that we still like, hey, how you doing? I check up on their moms or just check up on them. Yeah,
yeah.
How you guys doing? Or let them know I send my love. Or my crimey, his wife reaches out. Hey, he's not able to communicate for whatever reason, but he says this.
Yeah.
Of course, like me, I'm gonna reach out to my wife before I call in the homies. Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Hey, mom, can you do me a favor? Tell the homie this, just to check up, just to
Yes, send we're thinking about you.
Yeah.
That's what I always do. Hey, I always Stoney's wife. Tell Stoney I'm thinking about you. You know?
Yeah.
Things like that. So we're getting close to you going home.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be doing 17 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not 17 years. You did it 13 years.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened when you went home.
Well, like I said, I got resentenced, so they knocked off a few years. When I'm supposed to go home, I remember I was supposed to go home in July 10th of 2025. I fucked it off, and so I was supposed to go home in what was it, May 26th? No, before that, May 26th. I was supposed to come home 2 weeks before my date. I'm preparing. I literally said I'm not gonna prepare. I told her I'm not gonna prepare to go home until I'm there. May 6th. I was supposed to come home. I said I'm not gonna prepare to come home until I'm there. When I'm home, I'm home. Until then, I'm not home. Until then, this is me. So 2 week on a Friday, I start planning. All right, mom. This is pickup, dress outs, this. I start planning. And so everybody, damn, you're planning for it in there. Like,
I'm like, hey, what you said you were gonna plan?
Yeah. But that's why everybody in there, like, hey, fool, you're planning, fool? Like, what's up? So they're planning. I'm like, fool, 2 weeks, fuck you fools. That, yeah. So that Monday, they come and read me my rights.
Oh.
I was like, so I let her know. Like, I didn't want to tell her straight up what was going on, but I very much don't look forward to that date. There's a lot going on. Don't look forward to that date.
Hey, but how did you feel like knowing, like, bro, I'm gonna go home?
I feel like a dumb.
But there you go. Because it's like, bro.
The whole yard. Everybody, like, we have a bond. So everybody, they know me. They know, like, hey, fool. Everybody's like, hey, fool.
This was gonna be going home.
That fool's supposed to be going home. This fool's going home. He's going home. And so everybody clowning on me, and then so they know me. Like, fool, stop talking about that shit. Fuck you, fool. Don't jinx it, fool.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to talk about it, fool. When I'm there, I'm there. When I'm there, I'm there. When I'm there, I'm there. That's what it's like. When I'm there, I'm there. Don't talk about it. When I'm there, I'm there. And so when I start talking about it, it was on a Friday. Saturday, Sunday, I'm talking about planning. Monday, they read my rights. I shit you not. I go out, man. I feel like a straight dumb. Like, out of all the times I start talking about it is days before I get my rights read to me. And so I'm walking the and people are hearing rumors. Hey, fool, did you get more time, fool? I'm like, why would you hear? We're saying that they ran up in the building and they came and read you your rights. And I'm like, who told you that? Oh, but is it true? Well, yeah, it's true, fool. So that, like wildfire. Everybody, the whole yard.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew after that. Like, hey, fool, we heard you count more time. And people were saying words. I even had someone writing me, like, clowning on me. Hey, fool, are you that stupid, fool? What the fuck's wrong with you? You know, like, Taki, one of my friends, I was like did in another building, like someone I was close with.
Yeah.
Like, hey, fool, like, what the fuck's wrong? You're going home, fool. Do good. You know, he just wanted to get a confirmation. Am I tripping?
Or like, yeah.
Are people putting extras on it? And so I was supposed to go home on the 6th, and I didn't go home. And so I was stressed out. Like, if I'm not home by this day, I ain't home. I knew it. Like a couple days later, they just popped my door, and they say my name, parole. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, so Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay. No. This is when they ran my rates. I was supposed to go home like on a Thursday, on a Wednesday.
I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah. So I go home like on a Thursday or Friday. So I didn't go out. So I wouldn't expect that. I was barely waking up. They open my door. They say my name, and I hear everybody on the tier clapping, cheering. I'm half asleep. I'm like, what? I had to go. I had my coffee made. I'm barely waking up. The first thing I do is wake up, make the coffee before I brush my teeth, wash my face. So as I'm still making the coffee, the door's opening, and they say my last name Montesino, parole. So I didn't hear him the first time. I hear everybody cheering. I'm like, hold on. I went back down the coffee, and I went back out there, and I'm hearing everybody cheering. Then he says it again, so I go to my neighbor. I'm like, hey, fool, am I tripping? He goes, I'm like, am I tripping, fool? He goes, get the fuck out of here, fool. Get the fuck out of here. You're gone. So I go inside. So I ran inside. And my side is asleep. And I'm like, hey, fool. He said parole. Like, I'm telling that fool, and he's asleep. He's like, shut the fuck up, fool. I'm trying to sleep. Leave me alone, fool. I'm asleep. I'm like, fool, he said I'm parole. He goes,
You're like, I'm leaving, wait.
Yeah, but he's like, nah, get the fuck out of here. You ain't going nowhere, fool. You're gonna walk all the way over there and tell us to come right back. But he's climbing right, fool.
Yeah.
So I'm climbing right, fool. You're gonna clean the pad, you know? If I leave right now, just know you're stuck cleaning the pad because it was my day to clean. So I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
But I know I'm leaving. Well, they're calling me for a reason. So I grab him. I give him. He's asleep. I give him a kiss on. He's a lifer. So I give him a kiss on the head. Hey, fool, I love you, fool. You know? And they're releasing me. So I'm going out the tier. I get all my stuff. They close the door. I'm going around the tier to all the homies, telling them, hey, I'm going home, dog. You know? It was a pleasure. I love you guys. You know? But I'm going home. I don't know what they're saying. It. They're calling me to release. It seems like I'm going home. So by the time I circle back to my old cell, he's at the door right there, like, hey, fool, where the fuck you going?
Like, I'm going home.
Yeah. I go, fuck you, fool, I'm going home. So I'm telling him, like, fuck you, I'm going home. And that fool's like, nah, he don't believe it. Then after, so when I come home, I call him, he's like, you really went home, fool? I'm like, dick, I made it, I'm home. So even in the system, I still get calls, like, how the fuck did you go home? How did you get home? People
God
were
is
like,
good.
yeah, well, people trip like, I'm home. So like, damn, you're home. To this day, one of the
home.
homies, there's a few of the homies like, damn, fool, you made it home.
You made it home.
You made it
Tell
home.
me about your first day out.
I got married.
Your first day out?
Went straight to Vegas, got married.
What? Were you even able to go out of town? Just kidding.
No. When was it? I went straight to Vegas. I told her.
Well, it was hectic because I was supposed to get like a hotel and everything since it was last minute. He had to catch the bus. Yeah.
Well, it was last minute. Yeah.
Okay, so you got out and you went to Vegas.
Yeah. Well,
That night.
yeah, that night. Well, technically, because we weren't prepared. So I had to catch a bus. I met her in Bakersfield. So by the time from LA, it was like halfway. It was like halfway. Cause she was at work. She was at work.
And she's at work at 5.
Yeah, yeah. So no, she's at work like at yeah. So she's at work. She's out of work at 5. So she's at work and I call her, hey mom,
I'm out.
I'm out. She's like, no way. So where you at? I'm at the Greyhound. And she's like, I'm on my way. I'm like, no fool. I'm not gonna wait here for 12 hours.
Yeah, you're out of here.
I'm gone. I'll meet you down there. So I got a ticket going towards LA. And so we agreed like Bakersfield be halfway. I'll let you know when we're there. One of my childhood, he's like an uncle to me, you know? John Spencer. He was there waiting for me.
At the Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. And so he was there waiting for me. And she was on her way. And so I remember when I was a kid, ever since I was a kid, him and my dad said, your first time going to Vegas, we're going to take you. So he's like, so what's the plans? So what's the first thing you're going to do?
Go to Vegas to get married.
He's like, yeah. I'm going to go to Vegas to get married. I goes, are you serious? I go, yeah. I'm going to take her to Vegas. I'm going to force her to marry me.
Oh
And so he goes, are you
God.
serious? And so we go to Vegas. So
What was your first meal?
the first meal.
It was 3 months ago, bro.
Yeah, I know, okay, because I remember I got lost in Sacramento. Well, we got released in Sacramento, and right there.
You got lost.
Well, actually, we did get lost because we didn't know where. I never been to Sacramento.
Yeah.
So they dropped us off. 2 people. One of the guys been down 17 years from Old Folsom. I did 13 years, and they drop us off. Wait for the bus.
And they just leave you.
And they just leave you. Like here, they're doing their job. We're bringing you here. You guys are free.
Stay here till the bus.
Stay here until the bus comes. When it comes from 3-4 hours from now. We look around, it's a big city. Hell no, I ain't gonna stay here for 3-4 hours. Me, honestly, I'm gonna be straight up. I went out there, I went looking for some weed. I walked around
my
the first thing I did, I went out there. I went looking for someone. I wanted to smoke a blunt. I've seen someone, there was a fool, he see where first, hey guys, he was breaking out the county, but he had some weed. So he's out here. Don't trip. You guys are fresh out of prison.
Oh, my God.
He gave us some weed. I think, what was it? What did I say? A 7-Eleven pizza? It was the first thing I ate when I was out. A 7-Eleven pizza. It was the best pizza I had in a long time.
I mean, because it was a real pizza.
But we get pizza in there. We were like on a food sale, like Domino's, but it ain't 7-Eleven pizza.
What surprised you the most about freedom?
Everything. It feels weird. I'm not having everybody just watch you. Just
Because in reality, 3 months is really nothing.
no.
It's like yesterday, bro.
Yeah, I think that what trips me out is like I get privacy. I could close the door. I could be in a room by myself.
You leave the door open, so
Yeah. I could go to use the restroom and close the door. I could open the door. I could be in there by myself. I don't have to be right there. Someone watching me. I don't hear I won't hear an echo, because everywhere you go in prison or in county, you hear an echo, in a cell, the tier, anywhere you go. I didn't even think about that until right now.
What about technology?
Oh, technology is difficult. I still don't have problems with technology. I still even walking down the street and trying to text. I can't do it. I can't text or walk down the street.
It's kind of hard though.
Yeah, and I'm pretty getting used to driving again. So if I try to, I can't for sure. I'm not trying to text and drive.
No, please don't.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though we know you're a safe driver, because your dad taught you well.
Yeah. Designated driver right there.
We don't want you driving and texting at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So technology has been hard a little bit.
Yeah, for the most. Yeah, it's difficult for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult for me.
What temptations came back immediately?
To run the streets, to be the fool I was before I got busted. But I look at it now like, if I was trying to do that then, I was a kid then. So everything I was trying to do, if I were doing now, there would be kids. So me back then, I'll see someone walking down my streets, my instinct is to go bang on that fool. If I would walk up to a fool and go try to bang on a fool, That fool was probably like 17, 16 years old.
Yeah, that's like not cool.
No, it would just look weird. It would just look weird.
Like it's not cool.
No, it's just I think it would look weird. Like, what type of grown ass man walk up to a little kid
Exactly.
trying to,
Well, you should be teaching them otherwise.
guiding them,
There you go.
teaching them to do better. That's the thing is that's what I'm focused on doing.
Oh, hey, that's a big change,
Yeah, well, that's something that honestly.
and that's growth. That's growth.
Yeah. Well, that's I think to guide the future to be better.
Yeah.
Because right now, gangbanging's back in. When I left, people weren't trying to gangbang. Everybody was like, gangbanging was like, I don't know, skipped a generation. Everybody wanted to be a tagger for a little while. And so when I was gone, now gangbanging's in. Now everybody's
Super choloed out.
Super choloed out. Yeah. Now people are even, it's a fashion statement nowadays. People who don't even gangbang dress like straight gang members. Mm-hmm.
It's like a different little look, though. It's not like the same like before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like a pretty boy swag to it.
What part of you? Do you still feel like the old version of yourself, like inside?
Yes, that will never change.
Okay.
I don't think that would ever change.
What part of you are you still gonna? What part do you think you're still gonna continue to fight?
My identity. Because right now, I'm actually learning. I have changed. When I first got out, a month ago, I was with me and one of my homeboys. My homeboy's doing good. My homeboy Evo, he's actually doing real good. He has his shit together. He's doing real good. I'm proud of him. It was me, him, and the homie Diablo from Ali Locos. He raps under Mr. D. It was us three, and somebody walks up to. He has a GP hat, but it's called God's. It's something from Texas or New Mexico.
Okay.
It's like a prison reform from New Mexico, and so he walks up to me. He asks me, he walks up to me. Where you from?
Oh, you're like what?
From Water 213. He walks up and like, where you from? I straight up banged on him. I'm from Water 213. He's like, oh, I'm from New Mexico. I'm from this and so he starts saying, what?
He changed his tone.
Yes. So but it was like, oh, shit, but it was just hilarious. Like, hey, when he mentioned like where he's from, like, hey, you walk up to somebody in LA saying,
You can't do that.
You can't do that. And so, so I started saying, now I try to catch myself because the way he looked, he was tatted up. He was a pretty boy, but he had tattoos. He looked
Because
like
everybody has tattoos now.
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying like that's something like a version of yourself that you're going to always have to continue to fight.
Yes.
When you see somebody and they're like look a certain way.
Yeah, to introduce myself.
To
But
introduce
there's
you.
even regular people that would introduce myself lazy. Now I actually could say I caught myself and I could say I'm Jess.
Yes.
Jess, but it's still my back of my I catch myself.
Because you can't go walk into a normal person and be like, "Hey, I'm lazy." Like, no, I'm it's like kind of disrespectful
Yes.
when you, to an extent, as an adult. Like, if let's just say we're in an event,
Yeah.
like a house family thing, or not even, but we're all like homies, right? And we all look the same.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's just say my husband. Oh, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Eric. Mucho gusto.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm lazy from woo woo woo.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, what's up with this fool? Why you come in here and
Yeah.
being disrespectful?
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yes.
So if everybody's carrying themselves in that same manner, you got to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Now, if your fools are all like, hey man, then it's the same.
Yeah.
Give the same energy.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to be the bigger person, but you're kind of never the bigger person.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
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 So let me ask you this: why do you think people are so fascinated with prison?
The curiosity.
And what part are they not seeing?
Well, honestly, now I think the way that social media has it, they're able to look into it. They're not seeing the way people are changing. They're just showing the bad. Now I'm starting to think now people that were in the system are coming home and try to show them a different perspective. Mm-hmm. We're not, yes, we got convicted of crimes, but we're still humans. And I'm going to use an example of Pelican Bay. You go up there, you look at the history of Pelican Bay, the violence history of Pelican Bay. Pelican Bay has that Pelican Bay worst of the worst, notorious. They put all that into the notorious prison. Pelican Bay is Pelican Bay. Everybody, Pelican Bay. But now, if you even look up Pelican Bay like on YouTube, you'll see all these self-help classes. You'll see everybody in Pelican Bay
Is educated.
is educated. If it's not self-help groups, it's through college courses, GEDs. They're educating themselves. People are not seeing that.
Yeah.
So that's going to all the prisons now. They opened up the doors. They gave it as a guinea pig, Pelican Bay.
Because it works. They saw that it works.
It's seen it work, and it helps people. It's actually helping people who are coming home from doing all the time, educating themselves. They're coming home, and they're doing something positive,
Exactly.
and they're giving back to the communities.
Exactly.
People are barely starting to see that.
Yeah.
They didn't see that before. They're starting to see that.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. What did that life actually cost you?
Oh, I wouldn't even know how to answer that one. I wouldn't say it cost me anything, because when it came down to it, I wouldn't say it cost. It was a sacrifice. Because everything I've done, everything I've been through, I knew the job was dangerous when I took it. So I don't think I did everything willingly. Nothing was forced upon me. When it came down to it, I was like,
Okay. That's good.
yeah, I did everything willingly. I don't think.
If someone is watching this, obviously there's people watching,
Yeah.
right? And then they're attracted to this life, what would you tell them?
Be smart. Be smart. Don't be dumb. Think about your actions. If you're going to do something, make it worth it. Try to avoid to the best of your ability, but if you're going to do something, don't do nothing spontaneous. Don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah.
Don't do nothing idiotic. Of course, if you're going to defend your family, you defend...
Yeah, there's differences. There's levels. There's levels.
Different levels. Always, there's different levels. Don't be a jackass. Be smart. Educate yourself.
Yeah.
Focus on... like me, when I've been through a lot, so I'm focused on teaching the younger generation or someone younger than me not to go through what I went through. Like, I've been stabbed, I've been shot, I lived the life. I ain't gonna say here's a gun and go walk down the street on Whittier Boulevard, because if I give you a gun, you walk down Whittier Boulevard, there's a good chance you're gonna get caught with that gun.
For sure.
Or you're gonna see somebody, you're gonna do something.
That's not what we're trying to do at all.
Don't have a gun. Don't walk around.
There you go.
You know, be careful.
That's right.
Help them, guide them. Avoid the bush.
So I know it's crazy kind of reliving everything.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe this is your second time probably talking about it, right?
Yeah.
And a little different.
Yeah. It's
But where are you at right now, and what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Well, right now, I honestly, I've been focused since I've been focused on staying out. That was my mindset. I'm gonna go home. I ain't trying to come back, and I'm gonna focus on staying out. And when I'm out, I'm gonna try to be better myself and better the people around me. So everybody I could say that I've talked to, who I'm close with today, are people I could say who are either helping me be better, or in a way I'm helping them be better by my experiences.
Yeah, of course.
Or even by their experience, or just by them just communicating. They might been through something that I've been through. I might been something that they've been through. So we're helping each other grow through our weaknesses.
How you feel?
Good.
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 Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look not how we started. You look good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you came on the channel.
Appreciate
Are you
it.
finally,
Yeah.
really manging?
Appreciate
But
it.
I'm glad. Do you want to say anything else before we go?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you,
No,
appreciate
let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
When you told me that, when you were in there, they told you to come check me out.
Yeah. Well, my mom told me, the first thing my mom said before she told me she wanted me to come on your channel.
Give a shout out to your mom. You said you're.
Hi, mother. Hi, mother. She's gonna be laughing at this one for sure. Crazy lady, dog. She the first one thing she said she wanted me to come on Negra's channel.
Love that.
Yeah.
Shout out to your mom. What's your
Shit.
mom's name anyway?
Elena, crazy lady.
Crazy. Oh, we call her Crazy Lady? Crazy
Yeah.
Lady. Shout out to Elena, Crazy Lady. Well, again, thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I'm glad that, you opened up and you're good. I'm glad.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You guys don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and follow us on Instagram.